disarm the group and demilitarize Gaza. Israeli estimates indicate that around 200 Hamas members remain in tunnels beneath the IDF-controlled parts of southern Gaza, mainly in Rafah, unable to retreat to the Hamas-held territory. Now, according to reports, the United States is urging Israel to allow safe passage for these operatives as part of a potential ceasefire framework. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected this, while IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir has reportedly suggested that any safe passage could be conditioned on the return of Lieutenant Haidar Goldan's body. He was killed in Gaza in 2014. With us on the broadcast is Gedalia Bloom, Middle East Affairs expert, joining us from Eli in Israel. Thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us today. Interesting developments coming in. The IDF, of course, conducting targeted operations in order to weed out Hamas terrorists who are still in the tunnels at the moment. What do you make of the United States' position to offer passage to these operatives back to territories that Hamas controls as a means of furthering the ceasefire agreement?
Well, the Trump administration made it very clear is that they are taking an American-first approach to this conflict, and that also means more of a regional approach. So obviously, there's a tremendous amount of pressure that's probably coming from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, UAE, and I think and even Egypt, and they're looking towards trying to. I believe that the Muslim world wants to see a Hamas or a Hamas-like administration over the Gaza Strip, and I think that for Israeli interests, it's very clear that we understand that fighting Islamic Jihad is like running on a treadmill. Sometimes you feel like you're not going anywhere, but if you stop running, you fall back and you hit your head. So the continuous pressure on Hamas is in Israel's interest, and as much as we respect the United States, we are absolutely saying no. We are not going to allow 200 terrorists with blood on their hands who will kill men, women, and children the first chance they get. We will not allow them to re-enter into the population into Gaza.
All right, requesting you to stay on with me. We're tracking some other very crucial developments. We're now learning that former military advocate General Yefat Tomer Yerushalmi will remain in detention until at least Friday, after the Tel Aviv Magistrates Court ruled that suspicions against her alleged obstruction of justice had strengthened. Tomer Yerushalmi had in fact appeared on Zoom for her remand hearing after being arrested this week on suspicion of trying to obstruct an investigation into the leak of a video showing IDF soldiers allegedly abusing a Palestinian detainee. Meanwhile, police have also arrested former Chief Military Prosecutor Colonel Matan Solomosh on suspicion that he helped Tomer Yerushalmi obstruct the probe, and authorities are seeking to keep him in custody until tomorrow. Still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Gedalia Bloom. This case is rather delicate because certain revelations had come to light that it was General Yefat Tomer Yerushalmi who had leaked the video in the first place. The video has resulted in outcry in domestic circles within Israel as well. And a lot of critics are now questioning why go after the whistleblower and not those who have allegedly been recorded having been committing these offenses. How would you respond?
Well, first and foremost, there was an investigation, and the video that was released was doctored. And I'm not one to hang out our dirty laundry for the international community to see, but in this case, I think it's required. We are facing a deep state here in Israel. We see that the climate, the political climate around us, the Overton window is moving much further to the right. We are looking for a strong government, and there's still the bureaucracy, the deep state, the left wing that is not being represented in politics, yet they still hold on to the institutions. So they're using and leveraging the institutions in order to undermine the Netanyahu administration. I think that this whole case is not just about one video. It's not about a whistleblower. It's about doctored. It's about manipulation. It's about using their positions of power to undermine the democracy of the state of Israel. And I think that this case is only the scratching of the surface. I think that we're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper and start uncovering this deep state seeking to undermine our democracy. And I welcome it. I think that everybody understands that there's always been a problem here in Israel, just like there is in many other countries.
All right.